Cameron, look, bring us up to date then. How much should we be worrying about Her Majesty? Or do you think that this is an effort from the palace really to keep her on top form ahead of her Platinum Jubilee?
Well, it certainly was a possibility that she would not be attending the state opening of Parliament today, but Prince Charles, as we now know, is taking on a major constitutional role for the first time, reading the Queen's speech, setting out the government's plans over the next year or so. Now, the decision was taken yesterday by officials at Buckingham Palace in consultation with Her Majesty the Queen due to what the palace is describing as episodic mobility problems. Now, from speaking to Buckingham Palace last night, they're not going into any further details on this, but we understand that it's kind of a continuation of those mobility problems which she has experienced since last autumn. She's missed it twice before, in 1959 and 1963, when she was pregnant with Andrew and Edward. Back then it was the Lord Chancellor who read the speech, actually, but now new letter patents authorised by Her Majesty gives Prince Charles and Prince William the joint powers to attend and open a new acts of a new parliamentary session. No other powers have been given to have been delegated by Her Majesty the Queen. This is possible due to a law passed in 1937 known as the Regency Act. Now, in the papers today, there have been talk of perhaps this is the start of a new regency. I think perhaps that's jumping the gun a little bit. Prince Charles will not be sat on the throne today, and Her Majesty very much still remains head of the armed forces, head of the government, head of the Commonwealth, and Supreme Governor of the Church of England. But there's no denying, Eamon and Isabel, that, of course, you know, Prince Charles is the heir to the throne, and it's perhaps a glimpse into the future.
Cameron, are you expecting any further updates on the Queen's health or whereabouts today?
Well, Eamon, we know that, of course, Her Majesty the Queen is celebrating her Platinum Jubilee weekend in just 3 weeks' time, and she is, we have been told by Buckingham Palace, expected to appear on the balcony for Trooping the Colour, but we're also being told not to expect her attendance at any other events, and it's kind of, you know, a good thing and a nice surprise if Her Majesty does turn up. Because of these episodic mobility problems, she just simply doesn't know how she's going to be feeling on the day. So I suppose we shouldn't expect Her Majesty to be there, and as she hands over more powers to kind of younger members of the royal family, we'll just have to have them we'll have them carry out more and more duties of the sovereign.
Well, there we go. The Queen's breakfast just being delivered there by Waitrose. Are they by appointment?
Lots of lorries.
Possibly.
Possibly, I think they will be. Cameron, thanks very much indeed. Thank you. We'll leave it there.